All right, so today we're diving into the really strange life of Japan's 2,000 yen banknote. You know, the Series D note from the start of the millennium.
Oh, yeah. The one everyone calls the ghost note.
Exactly. It was supposed to be this big symbol of unity, but outside of Okinawa, it pretty much vanished.
It's a classic glitch in the Matrix story.
So how does a piece of currency fail so spectacularly on the mainland, but then thrive in the one region it was meant to honor?
Well, that's the whole challenge. We're looking at this note as a fascinating case study. It's about how national policy can clash with culture and infrastructure.
Right.
It was issued in July 2000, and the timing was deliberate, tied to the G8 summit in Naga, Okinawa.
It was one of Prime Minister Obuchi's big millennium projects, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. He was aiming for a legacy, something like the American bicentennial $2 bill.
And on paper, it seems smart. Economically, I mean.
It should have been a new denomination to simplify giving change, plus it would force hardware upgrades, stimulating the economy a bit.
Let's talk about the design, though, because it's such a radical departure from the norm.
It is. They completely skipped putting a person's portrait on it, which is unusual.
Instead, it's all cultural landmarks. The front is pure Okinawa.
Right. That's the Shuriman Gate of Shuri Castle, a really powerful symbol.
It was destroyed in 1945 during the Battle of Okinawa.
And then reconstructed in 1958. So it represents Okinawan recovery, their resilience. The plaque on it even says Shurei no Kuni,
Which translates to?
Ryukyu is a land of propriety.
Okay, so that's the front. Then you flip it over, and you jump back in time like 800 years.
All the way to the Heian period. That's a scene from the Tale of Genji.
So modern Okinawan resilience paired with classical mainland literature, was that just too much narrative for one bill to carry?
Well, it seems that cultural power just wasn't enough to overcome the technical problems.
The practical stuff.
Exactly. The mainland's reaction wasn't about aesthetics, it was about function. Japan as a system prizes seamless function above almost everything.
So this was truly an economic failure then, not a lack of political will.
It was a collision of both, really. Think about a simple train ticket machine or a drinks vendor.
The cost to upgrade every single one
Was massive, a huge logistical and financial headache, so most operators just skipped it. That infrastructure gap was the real cause of death.
It's just a profound irony, isn't it? A banknote featuring a 12th century literary masterpiece that the ATMs wouldn't even look at.
And then retailers, they often didn't have a dedicated slot in the register for it, so they just pulled them out of circulation.
Choking its own supply.
And by 2004, the Bank of Japan just stopped printing them.
But then you have Okinawa, where the story is completely different.
A world of difference. For the Uchinan-shu, the local people, this wasn't an inconvenience.
It was regional agency.
It was pride. One of the few times their history, the Ryukyu Kingdom's history, was on national currency.
And they took steps to protect it.
They did. Local banks like the Okinawa Bank became its champions. They actually modified their ATMs.
You're kidding. How?
They added a 2,000 yen priority button to make sure the notes stayed in constant, deliberate circulation.
That's incredible.
And the data is striking. By 2024, an estimated 80% of all the 2,000 yen bills still circulating
We're inside Okinawa Prefecture.
alone. It's a national anomaly that became a regional success story.
And now, with the 2024 banknote redesign, the Series F, this note was just left out.
Which confirms its status, you know. It's a legal but anomalous ghost note.
So what does this all really mean for you, the listener?
I think it shows how deeply these optimized systems resist any kind of disruption. But more powerfully, it shows how cultural meaning can transform a national failure into a symbol of local pride.
A story that really mirrors the resilience of the Shuriman Gate on the bill itself.
Precisely.
So this leaves us with an important question for you to think about. If a currency is rejected by the national economic system, but embraced by the very people it depicts, is its value determined by the bank, or is it determined by the culture?